Hello, everyone. Welcome to ZeldaSpeedRuns. Today we have a Majora Mask Randomizer Blitz Tournament Season 1 race. We have Spikevegeta versus Volc-41 in round 5. On commentary today, we have Dat Lossett and Tony Big Blind, and they'll take it from here.
Thank you very much, Baseballs. Yeah, welcome to round 5 of the Blitz tournament in Majora Randomizer. Spikevegeta versus Volc. These two are currently 2-2 in the Swiss. And it's possible today one of them will be going home if they lose today. But we'll see. It might be hit and miss. But yeah. I'm glad to be back on commentary. I haven't been around for about almost a month. Been taking a break. But yeah. And now I'm also joined here with Tony. Introduce yourself.
Hey, Tony here. I think I was on the last one that was streamed. I don't think another one was in between that, but back for my second commentary. Excited with 30 seconds left to go until the runners get started. Always exciting to be commentating a Majora race. Excited to see where it goes, though.
Yeah, very excited to be back. Finally getting back into it. I've been wanting to actually be in more of these free streams, just I have some unfortunate time stuff and everything coming up. So it's a good opportunity. Hopefully having more during the bracket stage once runners get more settled. And we're off.
Woo!
So we want to point out as well, we did see the intros. There is a big gilded chest on the straw roof. And we also start with a bow on the clock tower, so that's very nice. And also to note, we do start with a door with a range, which is the worst one you can get, unfortunately. But you just have to run with it.
Very true. You would much rather see, Georg or Twin Mold, but, you gotta take what you get, I guess.
Yeah, seeing diverges immediately. Bog's gonna go to North Clock Town. Spike is gonna go for the big gilded chest. Yeah, gonna take full advantage of that bow. We're gonna see a tingle check right away.
Just a heart piece up in the tree, so no need to go out of your way.
And that's the couples mask in South Lockdown. That's our logic right now, but it's nice to have. We need a hook shot or Decking Master Moons tier to get that right now in logic.
It will be pretty convenient to route into the opener, though.
Yeah, absolutely, since the Mayor's office does open at 10 o'clock on every day and closes at 8, except for Fire Night, which closes at 6.
I didn't exactly see what it was. It might have said magic, but I think there's something... There might have been something on that tingle.
Yeah, I was focusing on Spike's end, so yeah, I didn't catch it either. Bulky is gonna go straight to a Observatory, though.
Observatory is still a very common opener, even in Blitz.
Yeah, it's become a lot more popular in Blitz in general. Bulk did peek the hideout chest here. It looks like it was a big gilded chest, so we're getting explosives for that, possibly clear. Spike, though, is getting the ferry. Check the ferry now in Clocktown as a human.
Just a heart piece.
Yeah, just a piece, alright.
Oh yeah, I guess Observatory is in logic with that opening bow. Didn't even think about that.
You don't see that often in Logic Observatory. It also puts the hint here in logic, since the hint is locked behind a range of projectile here outside the Observatory entrance. Just a piece of heart on the Moon's tier, though.
What was on this tingle?
Yeah, then double check. It's 5 rupees.
It was magic. Okay.
Free magic.
Don't have to worry about late magic today. Always nice to see.
Yeah, very nice to see. Kind of interesting to start, because we might be fires away from North access.
It's true. Fires, bombs, Goron, anything there can get us to super early North. Not necessarily sure if that's where you want to go right now, but...
Yeah. But it's especially with our explosives. But explosives is the best thing you can get right now.
Very true.
To make North very interesting to go for. And we're gonna see our first hint of the day. Logical Polish! No letter cafe! Goodbye.
Always, some would say it's a nice hint. No letter to cafe certainly is a good thing.
Who wrote this scene? I just want to talk. Fun ruined. We're gonna see the bomb bag check now in West Clock Town on box side, and it's just a piece of heart.
A lot of random pieces of heart today so far.
Yeah, pretty a lot of other pieces of heart. You don't see that too often.
Spike's just been going around various points, getting the bomber kids out of the way early.
Yeah, it's a fair play. In Blitz, some checks like bomber kids become more notorious to do because there's some more slower compared to a standard seed. Bomber's hide and seek is actually a possible hit in Blitz settings.
Was that red potion?
Yeah, I think I said ball red potion on Smithy too.
I think that as well. So
bottle
lock bottle.
We're not getting that.
Nope, not getting that today.
Spike though is gonna forward time here with Granny, probably straight to room key.
I would hope so, as Volc decides to do the Dodongo Grotto. Definitely some different opening choices from both players.
Yeah, in Blitz, it comes more interesting how people route, especially because you're not too tied to some time-sensitive checks, such as Bomb Lay is disabled in these settings, along with All-Night Mass Purchase.
Exactly. Anything Bomb Lady related is junked, so that really opens up the seed after you do the room key check, of course.
Yeah.
That is still hard. That is still... You probably don't want to miss that.
Yeah. Alright, we're gonna see that Owlish couples mass on Spike's side. But we're gonna see Man Room first, of course. This is his free check.
Bean!
Bean?
Early bean!
Okay.
Alright.
That's easy bean every cycle.
That's true. That is an early bean. If we don't find Deku for a while.
Iron Knuckle chest is nothing. That's day 2 grave. Nothing there today.
Nope. And out of logic couples mask. Deku! Okay! So we're looking for a hook shot to put that into logic.
Yeah, where is our hook shot? Road to South of Swamp's way to hero.
I could just have our hook shot right there.
Yeah.
We actually can full clear rogue that. Yeah, we can full early bow, you know? Does wonders.
Small Gale of Chest in Eternal Field Pillar. Let's see what's
Here comes Letter Cafe. Here it is. Nope, okay.
Nope, there's the tier. Now that would just be a hook shot, wouldn't it? That's funny.
That would be really funny, actually, yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty huge breakthrough. Despite actually getting a take a little early, so it's pretty really strong right now just to go swap as soon as you can. Like even on day 1, you can probably just leave day 2 for later.
Day 2 always feels a little bit bad whenever you don't have a bottle, but you know, you never really love leaving those checks. But yeah, just I guess well, hints first, I guess.
Great Bay Coast. Okay. I didn't catch that last one.
It was some Pirate's Fortress. I couldn't tell whether it said interior or exterior. I think it said interior, though.
Yeah, for what I just wrote down, we have left side of well is nothing. Great Bay Temple is foolish. Great Bay Coast is way the hero.
Yep, and then I think it's Pirate Fortress interior is way the hero.
Yep. Gonna double need that sword mask.
Magic Scrub!
That's the other one.
Well, you know, if you wanted double magic once you find the wallet, probably not though, but very silly.
But yeah, right now, like, going west is very convincing. Like, the Great Bay Coast Walk could just be Tango at this point. And let's get
Gibdo.
Okay, we didn't need that.
I think so. The only thing that I guess it could be. There's a lot of stuff it could be still. East Clocktown Wath.
Well,
Oh,
that was a
Deku.
mask.
Yeah.
I did also see there's a big gilded chest on Stumpy, so that might be important.
Depending on when we find hookshot still, yeah, we're still probably looking for some sort of early hookshot. I assume.
Could be on it. Could be on that chest.
That's
and we
true.
need a bottle.
Still need a bottle for that. Although we still do have this road to Southern Swamp Way the hero. Just sitting there.
Postman carrying his shows a piece of heart today. Oh, we're messing up the P out a little bit. Shot a little too early. Takes 8 shots to kill us.
Not a strat you get to see too often, but, you know, early bow gets it done.
Froggy mask.
Rewarded with a frog.
That's just complete junk.
Terminate Field Wath gonna happen? I mean, have we seen anything Terminate Field Wathable yet? I don't even think we have.
Oh! Bomb's highest seek is nothing. That's that's huge for Volc. He hasn't done bombers yet.
Spike gonna not like that hint whenever he sees it. The 2 foolish locations we've had so far are Laundry Pool and Great Bay Temple.
Yeah, pretty good foolishes. Great Potato's not kind of the greatest, but you gotta do the whole dungeon. Anyways, you probably want to go in a place like Stone Tower Temple, but that's just what it is.
It's just how it goes, yeah.
Yeah, Spike's gonna be disappointed.
Might mean we'll be seeing like a super late Zora or something, but...
Possibly, yeah.
Just have to wait and see. That's like what I always think about whenever a temple is foolish in Blitz settings. It's just gonna end up being your last clearable in Go mode anyways.
Very true. Pretty common. We could also have early access to Stone Tower Temple here. We know Hookshot's got a shot for Deku, and we're just an ISO away otherwise from getting there.
Very true.
Aside from Elegy, if Elegy's in the swamp.
Just a heart piece on Deku, or non-human transformation fairy. Spike gonna go for a day 1, or are they just gonna skip straight to day 2 to do this minigame?
He's just gonna do day 1. I'm surprised he's doing it day 1 here. With no having to worry about bomb leading Blizz, I think I would have actually forward to day 2 here just to cheese this.
Yeah, I feel like...
Go ahead.
100%. I guess, yeah, I mean, there's no real reason not to, other than, like... I guess I didn't see it. Did he check Guru? Like, does he know Laundry Pool is foolish? That's my only thing, I guess. I don't know.
He does. He was the first thing he read.
Oh, okay. Oh, was that in... Yeah, that was an observatory.
Yeah, that was
Right,
a observatory,
right.
Scoff's Stone. So
Yes.
he knows about it. That's why he didn't check it. Alright, what's on the horse race? Just 5 rubies, thanks.
$5. Volc choosing to soar out instead of just going to the Way of the Heroes Road to Southern Swamp location feels a little weird to me.
Probably just want to do a bit more West Clocktown cleanup. This never hurts to do. He hasn't done postman counting yet, out of logic.
I guess depositing in some money.
Yeah, this is actually getting perfect amount from the bank when he comes back later. Just bombs you some playground.
Unfortunate. Has Volc even gotten this the couples mask yet?
No, he has not. I think he's well aware of the big chest. He hasn't gone to get it, unless he doesn't know the trick with the jump slash to get it.
I can't imagine that's true, but very possible, I guess.
Yeah, in Blitz settings, we have a lot of new players in this tournament, so the skill range is very, very everywhere.
That's true. What do we have, 34 players in this tournament?
Yeah, we have a lot in this tournament. This is round 5 of Swiss.
Volc finally being able to pick up that magic. Oh yeah, Volc still does have a lot of cleanup to do, I guess, so at least kind of reasonable, especially with the room key still there.
Oh yeah, Spike did get this. Yeah, Ball hasn't gotten it yet. Just gonna get some bomb shoes. So at this point, we know we gotta find hookshot somewhere, and that could be locking the rest of the seed.
I mean, so
I'm thinking something's going on day 3 again. It's too common for stuff to be on day 3.
So I think my guess right now is like we're probably going to see hookshot either in Great Bay Coast or probably more probable Road to Southern Swamp, and then we can full clear, you know, the Deku Palace area from there, and then full clear Woodfall. Not unfortunately, not going to see an early Woodfall Temple or anything because we have Dola start, but still nice to be able to get 2 songs out of the way early.
Alright, we do have a prediction up in the chat, so if you want to predict who's going to possibly win today, I'm going to put 20,000 down for Spike.
Volc finally picking up that couple's mask. Not going to be able to turn it in for a sec, at least. Well, I mean, they could double back for it, but...
Yeah, they have time, but it might not be on their mind anymore.
That's true. When does it close anyways? Like 8?
Yeah, main office closed at 8 o'clock on day 1 too, but it closes on the final night. Because everyone flees clock down by that point. Spike wasn't doing his hint, he knows about the road to South and Swamp now. The Spike's probably just gonna do the loop here in Turnerfield and then make his way to the south. But if he wants to do Swamp Archery, he's gonna have to forward to day 2 here, because that's currently closed.
Very true. I mean, I guess that just depends on what you see on the tree and in the grotto. But you might still want to do it anyways, just because of the WAF location.
Yeah. Especially in Blitz, things tend to start a lot more early than usual.
I mean, I don't know if you watched the other seed, or for anybody who didn't watch last week's match, both very good players, both decided to skip Swamp Archery in an attempt to save time, and then ended up last checking Swamp Archery for Mirror Shield for their final song. So, we're hopefully not going to see that skipped today, especially with the Road to Southern Swamp WAF.
Yep. It's a classic to last locate Swamp Archery. Because, especially because if you can't do it on the first pass. But in this case, I will be surprised if both still opt to skip it here. Just with such an early bow.
Such an early bow, and the location is WAF. I can't imagine that you skip it in this scenario. But, I guess we'll just have to wait and see.
Tons of hints right now. We're still missing 2 of our sometimes hints. We're still missing the Foolish. We're missing our Lost Way the Hero. And that's all we're missing.
Yep. 1 Foolish, 1 WAF, 2 Sometimes. Any spicy sometimes hints? Nope, we just got Dead Bombers, Left Side Well, Day 2 Grave, and I guess the funny one there is Bottle locked behind Mountain Smithy Day 2. So bottle locked bottle.
Yeah.
That's about the coolest thing we've gotten, I guess.
Yeah, we're not doing that today. Blitz has eggs off, so you don't need to worry about balls as much. One can just get you through.
The only other thing you might want a second... Actually, no, not even. I was going to say the only other thing you might want a second bottle for is well, but you can really do everything there with 1 bottle fairly easily.
Yeah, it's just kind of more tedious, but you definitely probably want to have at least 2 for well, on average.
Yeah, at least for, I guess grabbing bugs for the right side.
no new bugs, but having a blue potion in hand.
Well, it's like, so you can get blue potion, turn it in, and then get water from the room that, like, from that hallway, and then turn it in, and then you can get bugs from that same hallway. So it routes it routes decently well, even with only one bottle, but it definitely doesn't hurt to have more than one.
Alright, Volc is gonna get the Deku Mask at the last possible moment. He's at 730.
Very true. Volc's definitely gonna enjoy that they didn't save this for later.
Which probably also just like 800% status as our East Clocktown waiting here, but we also know a big yellow chest is in the hideout, so could be that as well.
Yep, just waiting for bombs on that, but it is definitely already satisfied with with the Deku Mask. Unfortunately, even with an Adola start, I guess not really unfortunately, but I was thinking about it where you can definitely see seeds when you have Goat starts or York starts where you just skip out on Goron or Zora, respectively, but the same cannot be said about full skipping a Deku Mask. It is required for Stone Tower Temple, logically, so...
Yeah. There is no way around it. You always need Deku Mask by logic for at least 2 dungeons. Deku just to enter Woodfall, and yeah, just for clearing inverted Stone Tower Temple.
Yep.
Logically.
Seeing a town archery, very honestly, I am kind of shocked you do town archery in this position, and not just go to Road to Southern Swamp. Ew.
Yeah, I'm surprised here too. He may just want to be a little safe here, because East Clocktown is still a large X, and it is WAF.
That's true, yeah. That's very true.
Still,
I East Clocktown
with this play. You've just got Deku. I think he would just ignore this until Final Night.
Probably, yeah. Did it pay off? Just
nope.
$20. A refund.
Yep, just a refund. Spike, not happy about that bonus hit.
Now we're waiting for the town archery hint, so Volc can be upset.
So, I'm curious on one thing here. From what I heard, Spike tends to skip horse race. I'm wondering if he's gonna do that here. He's just not gonna do Gorn Bros.
Was there anything on it? I didn't think there...
5 rubies, that's it.
Right. $5, half a refund? 50% off? Yeah, that's true, Axel. Like, it doesn't take a lot of extra time to do bombers, especially super early on, so... It's not like you waste that much time.
Alright, Spike is summoning a pony, so I think this is a cue he's actually just not gonna do horse race.
Volc going to Southern Swamp, finally. Road to Southern Swamp.
Yep,
and
Spike's
skipping horse race. Alright.
He's not doing it. As long as he doesn't come back later, it's gonna pay out.
After 2 different openers, we are seeing both of our players converge into this Way of the Hero Road to Southern Swamp.
Yeah, roughly at the same time.
What was on that tree?
I didn't see. Spike is on second day, so he can do the horse race immediately.
Duplicated Great Bay Temple, foolish. Whatever. There's a big chest in the grotto. Mirror Shield.
Okay.
You.
That's kind of worrisome.
Alright, what's on the tree? A bomb bag. Okay, that's more like it.
Hey, that's no process.
I feel like I still want to do Swamp Shooting Gallery.
I agree. Like, in this case, it's not a straight-out confirmed walk. Like, you could just find a bomb bag somewhere else, and you can't know about anything about the Mirror Shield until late in the game, so yeah, I would do Swamp Launcher here as well.
Almost certainly.
Because right now, it's either it's just straight out the Mirror Shield, or... that's our only accessible bomb bag, and it's locking the other 2, along with Goron. Yeah, and Goron. Coming single here to note as well, it could in theory be the snow map, but because we just got that bomb bag, we can also get the snow map up north in Twin Lines, so it can't be that, if it was anything.
Very true. And as we were shown...
There's a ball in the tour house.
Oh. Volc skipping Swamp Archery, Spike going for it though.
Yep.
Hopefully this doesn't hurt Volc too badly, but skipping this, but just have to see.
Yeah, we'll see. It also could be the fact he just did town archery for nothing, and maybe he's just like, I'm not gonna do archeries twice, I'm skipping this.
Picking the wrong archery to do, hopefully not, but... Maybe going for the bomber hideout chest with that bomb bag now, looks like it.
Yeah, he's doing just that, he's going right back for it.
I guess you don't love doing southern, like, all the Deku Palace stuff right now, because you'd have to go around the long way without Zora, Goron, or a bottle. And, like, it's not even in logic yet, so probably waiting for one of those things to happen before going there.
It's a fair point, yeah, because right now Deku is strap locked behind a hollow behind hookshot, and that has to be somewhere not Deku locked. So it's a completely fair play just to stay in lock it just to find your other gear. Virus!
What's on the swamp shooting gallery? Room key. Ambiguous.
Okay.
I like it.
That's just one free check. That's kind of concerning. We don't know about that full bit. But, yeah, right now, with this logic, possibly I waited here a bomb bag to get fire arrows, and now also other bomb bags and go on. Up at north or something.
Very true. It is looking very tempting to go north with fire arrows, bomb bag, and bow.
Best case scenario you probably want north as well is probably a wallet, but our runs are on day 2 now, so they can't do Smithy 1. Even if they
That's
had a
true.
wallet.
Get Smithy 1 out of the way.
Also, nice thing with those fires, we can check the Twin Zion Spring Grotto, so that's free.
Exactly, yep. And, I guess now we don't have a way to check Zoe Grotto yet. We need a bottle to do it out of logic, or, Goron or Hookshot to do it in.
I mean, you also could do our logic with a very tough trick with explosives, but it's very hard and requires 2 frame perfect inputs. I don't recommend it. Only top runners like BC cover can do it.
That does not sound fun to try to do, yeah.
Interestingly, Bulk is still clearing on East Lockdown. He just did Honey and Darling. Both minigames not paying out.
Oh, we're gonna see the room key.
Yeah, Spike's checking it immediately. Oh?
It is big!
Oh my god!
we really just want to keep it as ambiguous as possible, okay?
If
All right,
that
sure.
looks a required song, that is super bad for Bulk.
That would be really bad, yeah. So, that means all 3 items in Road to Southern Swamp are potentially good. Powder Keg, Mirror Shield, and Bomb Bag. Whew!
And a 3 item location, yeah, that's just insane if that bomb bag is also only a second one and is already needed. It's like, it's also gonna get those fires, and he's gonna be pleased. And yet, the kind of thinking is, this opens up more of the seed. Our hookshot is gonna possibly be deeper and deeper. Like, I can feel like, worst case scenario of where hookshot can be, North has Goron, Lullaby's vanilla, and hookshot's just chilling in springtime.
Well, we would also need Zora, because once we get Goron, we can also check Zoe Grotto, so yeah. But that would be pretty bad. I think more likely though, it could very easily just be Great Bay Coast Way of the Hero on either the Grotto, or once we find a bottle of the fish, or There's also the Ikana Tingle map check that Hookshot could very easily be on.
Yeah, still those free checks there. We can't do Mikau with no healing yet. And
Nope.
also, not way too little stuff to do Ocean Spy House chest. Wait, no, that's Jungly Saints, pretty sure.
Yes, Ocean Spider House and anything related to any of the Spider Houses is junk for Blitz.
Spike though is gonna go up north immediately, so we're getting more divergence.
It's what I like to see. I think I would be doing what Spike's doing here. Going the long way around Swamp out of logic because you still haven't found this hook shot. It doesn't feel great.
Yeah. This is a completely understandable play by Spike, and just to try and find a hook shot for us, because he knows that that's going to open up a lot more, including the first half of the Kana Canyon. While we're talking about that, B-Man had Gamora's mask.
Very true.
I am.
Tomorrow's mask? Who knows? Could be something.
There's the other Bulma's head. Thanks, game.
Really seeing a big variety of hints. I guess we're only missing 4, to be fair, so...
Just waiting for hooks to become a go. That's at least one of the worst things you can get in MMR, but at the same time, it's not actually that bad to get a Goma hook shot because it logs almost more than half the game. So now it's down like so much what you need to do.
And logically speaking, at least for this seed, that's not possible since Deku is locked by hookshot. So we won't be, unless like we somehow find literally everything else, and that I would be very shocked if that scenario comes up.
Yeah, that would be very surprising, but it's super unlikely, especially because we have a Power Soldier's interior wall, which could just be hookshot locked in there.
Oh yeah, that's true, dude. I wasn't even thinking about that. That'd be so awesome.
Elegy on the monkey. Okay,
Who's ready for hookshot vanilla? I'm feeling it.
I'm getting a little concerned with the seed's layout. We're just a Goron, Osura, Ice Arrows, and Hook away for an Access to Stone Tower Temple.
It's still a good couple items away. Still got 3 things. At least to get past there. I guess, you know... With all luck, though, we won't need to worry about any more song items. Like, hopefully we don't need Captain's Hat. You know, we already have every other song item. Other than Goron, of course. But it did not look like the TI Hot Spring Water Grotto was anything.
Piece of heart on the Goron Village heart piece today. Nothing there. We're gonna see the iron though, because we do have Deku, so we can peek the...
Oh, or not.
I saw checking it. Okay. You can peek it with Deku mask.
To be fair, I actually did not know that until I had a relocation seed, I'm not gonna lie. So,
Yeah.
We did get Goron Lullaby off of the Song of Soaring tablet.
Well, because of that, that does confirm that Hookshot straight up just cannot be in Snow Temple Beyond, so it has to be relatively soon.
That is true, yes. I'm still thinking it's probably gonna be in Coast. That's still my best guess right now.
Yeah, I think it will make most sense if it's there. Or Source there is locking Hook in Pirate's Fortress.
I mean, to get into Pirate's Fortress, we do still need Zora. I guess for PFI specifically, we still do need Zora and Goron.
Yeah.
Since we gotta go in through the sewers.
Ocean Tide in the Invisible Lens chest.
I mean, whatever, I guess. Need a Hook and a Zora to be able to check that, but... you know... Volc definitely does not need to grab this. I don't want to say definitely doesn't need to grab the owl, depending on if one of the chests here were small gilded, but...
It's just our habit. I think this is fine.
Very true, yeah.
Ruin Mask. Okay, we have access to limits on Final Day.
And just a silver rupee on Bank 1. I don't remember if we've seen that on Volc's side yet, but...
Yeah, Boca's not done Bank 1 yet.
Pretty late Bank 1, honestly, half an hour in.
Yeah, it really just depends on how the team gives you your money, but I think in terms of how these runs routed, they just did bank, right? At least it didn't hurt them.
Yeah, no hook shot on bank 1 or anything.
Yeah, none of that today, and just to know as well, in Blitz, bank 2 and 3 are also junk, so you just don't have to do bank 1 to be done with it.
It is very nice to just get it out of the way.
Volc's gonna do day 2 swamp without a bottle. Okay, this is interesting. I mean, Hook could just be here.
It is 2 sphere 0 checks after all. You don't love to do it, but sometimes that's just what the seed is telling you. And oh gosh, Spikevegeta ran off the platform.
Yeah, that cost a couple seconds.
Unfortunate. Was that hint anything new? Can look.
I don't think so. I didn't catch it either.
Oh?
Oh, day 2 grotto. Oh,
alright. What is up with every ambiguous thing today? It's just, here's a 1 check item. Go figure out if it was good.
One thing that's kind of surprised me right now is just how much I run as a opponent off West right now, despite the big coastway here. That's 3 things possibly there right now that could be it, and it's just not gone there yet, despite early bow.
It does feel kind of bad to do that without a bottle for the fish, but like fish is so much more easily routed than like doing swamp without a bottle. Yeah, so it is very interesting to see, yeah.
Yeah, because you could get fish just about anywhere, so it's kind of surprising to be put off for quite some time. Alright, we can see Kotake. It's just a piece of art.
I want to see someone go west here. Or, I guess Ranch, but...
I doubt we're gonna see Ranch C4 West. I'll be shocked if we do see Ranch C4 West dip.
Back to Southern Swamp?
This is probably Swamp Archery.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Hasn't done Swamp Archery yet.
Yeah, he's going back. Okay, so Spike's gonna lose his advantage here, possibly.
Yeah, Spike's doing some stuff that Volc hasn't done yet. Just some, you know, East Clock Town cleanup with the minigames. Interested to see where they'll decide to go next. Hopefully it's West.
Yeah.
But
maybe the big difference right now is that Spike hasn't done day 2 swamp checks. Volc hasn't gone up north yet. So it's still relatively even.
And Spike and Volc's cleared the entirety of the Deku Palace Woodfall area.
Yeah, that's true as well. He's gone south, which is double required today, obviously.
Yes! We will be needing both of those songs, which is hopefully reassuring that one of these 2 song items we found is the last remaining song.
I guess it kind of is gonna concern me if we find Goron Mask first, because that could I can't speak today. Heavily increase the amount of places where Sora could be in very deep dungeons.
That's true. That's very true. We could, like I said, listen, man, GBT is foolish. We're probably gonna be seeing Go Mode for Zora. That's my prediction.
Yeah, I agree with Chad. It looks like Spike is making the push to west here. He's doing Western Field. Nothing was on the sunken chest. I'm gonna see the Beehive grow now, the bio. Nothing, just a piece of heart.
Whatever.
That was a clean swamp tree by Bolt, by the way. He got a 40-second time.
Very nicely done.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, like, because of that time, I think Bolt plays on Virtual Console? No, he doesn't, no. Never mind. Oh. Still a really solid time for a Blitz setting. Okay.
True enough. I get 40 minutes in. What have we like gotten? I mean, we're still missing a good couple things, but we haven't. The opponent is just not working with Spike.
Opponents do be like that sometimes.
Very, very annoying sometimes.
Alright, we can see the postman's hat. Nothing.
Just a piece of heart.
Day 2 Swamp was a waste of time.
Yep. Hopefully, hopefully Kome isn't anything. Hopefully healing Kome is nothing, because that will be a very hard sell for Volc to go back to.
Yeah, I think at this point, like, Coma East is just gonna become an orphan jack for for our runners here.
100%.
Baker out is something. Thanks,
Yep,
game.
really something after all. Yep.
I really need that. Not. Because branches are fully junked in Blizz. So it's not even useful. In any way.
I don't even know. What does it even do? I actually have no idea what that even does.
During the chase, when you're helping Kremlia, if you have it on, the Golden Rose won't attack the cart and destroy the milk. It'll leave you alone.
Okay.
You can just sit there. It's late, its only
Gotcha.
use.
Alright. Ooh, we're seeing a Camaro mask check.
Our logic's still no less. Where is our hook?
It's gonna be on this tingle right here. Stone Tower map. I'm feeling it.
Alright, let's see.
No, okay.
No? Okay, so
Man,
that's
this is
concerning.
So
That
Great
has
Bay
to
Coast, what are we
be-
looking like? We're looking at a fish, we're looking at the ledge, and we're looking at healing Macao.
At this point, like, we can't fill the Bay Wharf, so I think Hook's just gonna be in staff room. That's what I'm thinking.
Hook's in staff room. Hook. I know, I was gonna say Hook could be in ranch, but it can't be there until we find a bottle. Definitely searching for this hook shot.
Yeah, no, actually, it can't even be that because Brewmaster is behind the hook shot in Football, which is behind Deku. So
I meant on the straw roof in Dug Race.
oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, that could be there.
But we would need to find a bottle first for that to be in logic.
Yeah, not to mention there's still the big chest on Stumpy.
Oh yeah, that's true. Still haven't found a bottle though. Nonetheless.
The only part is that we know once on the Storehouse hard piece, we don't even have Gorn to cheese it or get with a Lance IOD. Spike is gonna do Day 2 Swamp now as well. So
Yeah.
runners are gonna just about even up. Just Bulk's 3 only behind on the fact he hasn't gone north yet.
It's the difference between the runners right now is Volc has full cleared the south and Spike has been to north. That's the main difference between how our two runners have routed stuff so far. They've kind of just been doing like almost the reverse of each other so far, funnily enough.
Oh, there was the hint. Town Archery was nothing. Thanks, Dave. Well, that actually works out for Spike, because he hasn't done that yet.
He actually has. He has done town archery.
Oh, yeah, I didn't see it then. That means both our runners did it for nothing.
Yep.
So yeah, at this point, like, with low and stuff already, it's gotta be something on day 3. We can't do anything else up north. Can't do anything else in coast. So
We are really looking at a staff room bottleneck.
I think the only other take it could be otherwise is Graveyard Grotto, and that's the worst possible outcome.
That would be really silly right now. Graveyard Grotto has hook. Whew.
Yeah, we do have access to day 3 chest, but that can't beat the hook shot because hook shot is locking Deku Mask.
Yep. Mainly just looking for this logical hook shot, and it is nowhere to be found. Yeah, is it really just the two things? Just day 3 staff room and graveyard grotto, only logical checks left?
Yep, that's it. There's nothing else. We're already seeing on minigames. We can't heal Kome. And and we can't do anything logical in ranch because Brewmaster is behind the queue. We can't do logical dog pace track chest.
Missing. Yeah. Man, this scene was looking so nice. Remember we started with a bow, and now it has devolved into like 2 remaining logical checks for progression.
Yep. And is that big gilded?
I mean, it must be.
Yep, that's a small one, actually.
Alright, maybe land title lead, even though it still wouldn't be logical.
Of course!
Alright. Still not logical, though. That is an illogical bottle, if you wanted to check fish.
And ask a question in chat. Yes, the couple's mask was on the Starwood chest, and which led to Dick mask on the mirror. Which is hard locking.
Yep. Seeing ranch from Volc.
Yeah, I think Spike knows of this. This is definitely gotta be Stafford, and he's gotta go radio if it's not here.
Very true. Hopefully we'll see our final hints, though. We're missing one of each type of hint.
Yep, let's go in ranch. Thanks, game. Thanks.
Appreciate it. Letter to
nice
cafe hint. Letter to cafe hint with a laundry pool foolish. Okay. Missing 1 waff and 1 foolish.
Okay, Spike's slowing down time here.
Probably to do ranch afterwards? Maybe?
Yeah, I would figure. Yeah, because the ranch stuff closes at 8, so he wants to keep that open. Alright, staff room.
Okay.
Oh.
Graveyard grotto it is!
It's graveyard. There are nothing else left.
Oh, that's gross. That's disgusting.
Which pretty much also confirms that our bomb bag we found in way to here Road South is hard required. There's no way around it.
Yep. Which definitely leaves room for, you know, powder keg and mirror shield leading to nothing, but just have to wait and see, of course.
Does Spike not realize? I don't think he realizes that this is our logic. He's going back to Swamp.
Is there a unique hint on Doggy Racetrack? I feel like there was, and I didn't see it.
I didn't see it either. The Brewer Mask was a lost chest in Woodfall, which is behind the whole chain. South Clock down, thanks game.
So rude.
Couple's Mask was there.
Yep.
And oh my god, actually, South Clock could be double weighted hero just to get a bottle.
That's true. Well, I guess we'll mainly just have to see what Graveyard Grotto is, although there's probably a good chance that it's Hook.
Yeah, I'll be shocked if we don't find Hook there. The only other thing I can think of what it could be is Goron Mask. And Baby Goron has healing, and we have to go heal Mikau.
That, or we could also probably see, like, there's Zora Mask, and then, like, something in PR, or, like, PF.
Spike is resetting at the 46-minute mark. Back to the first time.
Alright. Not gonna go check ranch.
I think it's a fair play, honestly, on Spike's side. You have Powder Keg. You're just gonna hope Goron's not there.
It's very reasonable. Just question why they inverted, I guess. That's my only thing. But not a big deal, really.
It was probably just in case, as a last resort, if none of this paid out.
That's fair, yeah.
But yeah, I'm wondering right now, like, Spike needs to go Graveyard now, because that has to have a regression. I'm just wondering when he's gonna remember. Because from my experience, like, Graveyard Guard catches a lot of people off guard at how easily it can just punish you.
I mean, it's just such a rude check. Wow, really? Choosing to heal Kome before doing fish. Alright. That's a... I don't know. That's a decision.
I don't agree with this.
I definitely don't either, especially when you have Great Bay Coast Waff.
Like, the only other way I can see around this is if a progression instead in Graveyard is actually another bottle, and that leads to Hook.
That would be very fortunate for both of our players, but going back for the horse race.
Yeah, Spike's doing it. So runs a race about even up here. Yeah, Volc just hasn't gone north still, but that's it. Otherwise, our runners have done everything else they can.
Yep, everything logical has been done except for Graveyard Grotto. This is the only thing we have not seen from either of our runners, which is very reasonable, as that's literally the only check out east that they can do.
Yeah, I don't blame them at all for going out of logic too far. It's just that where is our hook shot is the biggest question. Like, it has to be in Graveyard Grotto or something leading to it.
Like, Graveyard Grotto is 100% progression at this point. Like, you can't get around that.
Oh, Spike's in trouble here. Okay, he should be fine. Spike ran out of energy here for Laconia.
Pulled it back in the end. All good. Ooh, Volc is making a different play. Probably gonna decide to check the stump chest.
Again, this still is shocking me, like... It also, like, another thing just to note in general, because Blitz has a lot of new players, some are not fully familiar with the logic, so I don't blame them if this is they just feel like this is probably progression anyways, and they just don't realize there's gotta be something in Graveyard. It has eluded people before.
Yeah, Graveyard Grotto bottleneck is definitely a very rude place to put something, but that is what has happened here today.
Chat says Greta could have led the mama. No, that cannot be led the mom in this case. It's the only logical check left, and to do the only check with led the mama, we also need Cat-Face Mask, which we've not found yet. Postman's Freedom is junked in these settings. Spike, though, is gonna go Graveyard. Oh my god! You cannot be serious.
What was it? I didn't see it.
Hookshot is on Stumpy. There has to be
a bottle in Graveyard Grotto.
There has to be.
That is the biggest. What? Spike's going back?
Folks, this seed was rolled by Celestial. You can thank them for this mess.
Where's Spike going now? What? They didn't check. They didn't. Where are they going?
They have no explosives.
Oh no! How do you not just try to get some from the bushes, I feel like?
The ones in Grey I don't think can drop any.
I meant just like the TF bushes instead of soaring out, grabbing some guaranteed bombs and then going back.
But he does have explosives. Why did he turn around?
What? He had What? I'm so confused.
Still, this is disgusting. Because we know now at this point, like, Graveyard has to have a ball or something that leads to it, but I think in this situation, you probably might want to still do it, because it could just be, like, Gora Mask.
100%. It could be Gora Mask, yeah.
Like, this could be some stupid chain, like, Gora Mask is there, Baby Gillen's hearing, and Mikhail has our only accessible bottle.
That would be the silliest chain, oh my god.
Yeah, as chat asked, yeah, it has to lead to a ball in some way.
So, man, this is, whoo! Really gone places with this one, gotta say.
Alright, we're gonna see the... fish tank.
Is fish our worth? Nope.
Nope! Did I call it that we gotta do Mikhail with Gore Mask?
You might have, unless the...
It's Clifford.
Yeah, unless it's Cliff. Which is very possible. Because... Uh-oh.
Okay, Spike just needs to hit it here. He should just hit it.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll stop it.
Well...
Technically, it's not in logic yet to do Clipper, because we haven't figured out how to get that hook shot. We just know that something here in the graveyard has to be it. We just don't know what it is exactly.
It would be very upsetting if it was a bottle at this point, but very, very probable, I feel like.
Could even be Sora Mask.
It could really be just about anything here, I feel like.
Captain's hat would be pretty huge.
That'd be pretty funny.
Captain Gear had nothing today.
Whoa! Was that Goron on the cliff?
I didn't see. I think it looked like it.
I think it was brown with yellow hair. At least
There's
that's what I thought it was.
Of course.
Yep. Yep.
Spike's face right now, I know people can't see it on their end, but Spike's face right now just speaks of this dumb seed.
So good, dude. So good.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure though that was a Goron mask on the cliff there.
Yeah, it looked like it. Now that I think, looking back on it, it looked brown, so I think this has to be Goron.
That puts everything into logic. That means we could see a Snowhead Temple. Probably where you just go after this. If you're Volc, you probably finally go north and then go for Snowhead.
Ask a question in chat. Hookshot was on Stumpy, and our only accessible bottle was in the graveyard.
However, there was a bottle on the land title deed on the tourist shack, and we found land title deed on day 3 South Clocktown check. So both our players got a bottle before going to Graveyard Grotto, and Graveyard Grotto ended up having a bottle, so, you know.
We did also just see our last Foolish, and that is Stone Tower. Not a big deal, it's just 3 checks, but it's definitely one of the worst ones you can get. So it's kind of unfortunate.
We did have a Bean of the Hero this seed, that's very true.
Yep, that bean from Mountain was hard required. There was no way around it. Bean Hero seed, everybody. So at this point, we have one unfulfilled way to hero, and that is part of Centurion. That obviously can't be Sora, so that could be a few things. It could be Ice Arrows, Light Arrows, Captain's Hat. Yeah.
Just pretty much one of those 3.
Yeah, so we're probably on a hunt right now for our unhinted Sora Mask. But at this point, it's probably just up north here. I will be surprised if it's not. But this also brings up another point. We have access to early Arcana.
Alright gang, who's ready for, we're gonna find Ice Arrows and Light Arrows, and then Zora is in Stone Tower Temple. Who's ready?
Yeah. We're just Ice Arrows away from getting there right now, actually. Ice Arrows would put all of Stone Tower Temple in logic. Or at least most of it.
Hopefully healing Kome is something good for Spike here, because that was a time they decided to have.
It's gonna also work out for Bo, because he's gonna clear out north faster with Goron in hand. Kumi was nothing.
Nope, Kome was nothing.
He's gotta go this way anyway, so, but yeah.
Oh yeah, he hasn't grabbed Hook yet, huh? He hasn't gone for Stumpy.
No, he hasn't done south yet.
Hopefully he remembers that Stumpy is big gilded.
Bo can also now do the Zoe Grotto, so we're gonna see that.
Ooh, that's true. We already know the rest of it is not needed.
Nothing.
And neither is Zoe Grotto. Alright.
I need to pull away for a moment. I'll be right back.
Sounds good. This is a dumb seed, 100% it is. We had a logical bottleneck to Graveyard Grotto being the only thing we could do east for a bottle to go to Stumpy for Hookshot, which puts everything else in logic. Very silly seed. Both players kind of doing what each other did a while ago, funnily enough. Spike already went north, although, of course, without Goron. And Volc has already been all the way through Deca Palace and Woodfall. He requested hot garbage? He got it. Spike requested hot garbage, and hot garbage he has received. It's not like, I guess it's not the worst thing you could see, but this has been pretty bad, all things considered, from a Blitz seed. Song of Storms on Baby Goron. So, it's whatever, I guess. No big deal. Almost certainly at this point, Volc will do Lens Cave and then just go back for Snowhead Temple. And we'll get to see a full clear of Snowhead Temple. What mask was that? I have no idea what that mask was. Cafe? Ooh, cafe mask. How do you do a combined OOT MR rando faster than a Blitz? That's crazy. Alright, now who's ready for Zormaz on Madame Roma in the bar after finding both Wallet and Letter to Mama in Stone Tower Temple?
Alright, back. And I see Baby Goron did have Song of Storms.
Yeah, Baby Goron had Song of Storms, and the Mountain Scrub had Cafe Mask.
Oh no, Spike doesn't know about it because he didn't peek it. Timeless book.
Oh, I wonder if Volc is ever gonna go back for that. I can't imagine they will, but it was a big gilded chest they weren't able to get. So I'm curious.
Yeah, I don't see him going back there for a very long time because that chest is literally on this lotion. You have no reason to return the swamp at this point.
100% agree. Yeah, I would be very shocked if Volc ever went back for that at some point. But I guess it depends with how rude the seed wants to be. Whether we get bottlenecked again somehow. No, I guess there's some Clock Town cleanup left to do. I was gonna say I'm surprised we didn't see just go straight to Snowhead Temple, but I guess it is final night.
Yeah, probably just want to do a little bit more cleanup. At this point, Sora is very likely up north, but at this point, like, Ice Sora could be up there instead. We have access to Rest Okana. Sora Mask could be very deep in the seed.
I'm kind of expecting it at this point, honestly. Just based on, like, that's just honestly at this point how I read Temple Foolishes in Blitz settings. If a temple's foolish, it just means it's going to be your last accessible temple. I feel like that's what it is, like, 70% of the time, I feel like. Number that I just threw out of nothing, but...
Alright, Volc has committed his first reset at the 1 hour minute mark. And this is probably Snowhead Temple. Yep, he's going.
Yep. The only thing you could maybe want to do before Snowhead Temple would be like Goron chest minigame, but it's a thing you could easily route in later.
Yeah, you definitely want to just get progression at this point. Dungeons are always progressing. You want to do it if you can. Don't put them off.
Mm-hmm.
Oh!
Not catching enough speed to turn spiky.
I don't see it falling off. And for me, sometimes the hill there on the way out just likes to eat my roll. So I end up just having to reset.
I played
That was another bottle on the part of the heart base game. Come on.
Hey, I mean that's hookshot locked, so.
Alright, Bob Snow has nothing for us, so yeah, we're definitely gonna see the temple here. Gonna be our first dip.
Something's gotta be in Snowhead Temple, right? Like, I
That
guess
or
other
in
than, like,
springtime.
springtime, treasure chest game. It's really about it at this point.
Also, Arcana Grotto. There's still that too.
Oh, very true. Yes, Shrine Grotto.
We
Yeah,
also have Hookshot now, so we also haven't seen Sora Cave. We haven't seen the free checks there, actually.
yeah. There's still a lot left to do. Can you make this on Spike's side?
No, you can't. That's not
I didn't-
possible.
I didn't think you could.
No, you have to go to the platform first. So Spike's gonna get his Bruin Mask here. You know, it's kind of surprising, actually. I think Volc is gonna do Snow now because he has that powder keg. Not seen Ranch yet.
Ooh, that's true. I didn't even think about that. I mean, you're definitely gonna have time. I shouldn't say definitely, but
Yeah, you never know.
you should have time after doing Snowhead. It's not like the longest thing in the world, but
Yeah,
hopefully they remember they have powder keg.
Temple Step was not bad, but it's also the fact he's going to clear out Springtime as well. For its 2 checks.
Hopefully Spike remembers to do Stumpy. I mean, they have bean and water in their inventory, so I can't imagine that they forget at this point, but...
Yeah, I think it's just a case that it was just reinforced around here. And this is going to because basically this is probably going to be the last location for Spike. Volc got to avoid that by just 1 check. Because he did out of logic to get the hookshot earlier.
Yep. And he never looked back.
Nothing up there on the ledge. Yeah, I think at some point, if Volc's taking a little too long here, he probably should invert just to make sure he can do the keg. Just hit 9 o'clock right now, in the morning.
Oh, Jesus. Spike gonna go through... Spike's going through to Ranch. Pushing back this hookshot even further.
This is really unfortunate. This is safe to say, it definitely just left his mind.
I mean, he has water and a bean in his inventory, so I can't imagine it's that far off his mind.
I still don't think this is a good idea, otherwise, like, you're gonna have to reset the cycle again to do the powder keg. But yeah, this is gonna be another problem too with Spike. Once he gets the hook, he has to go back to Great Big Coast for Goron.
Hopefully they realize the Great Bay... I mean, I would assume they realize the Great Bay Wath hasn't been satisfied yet, so... I mean, we haven't even found anything ambiguous there. It's kind of all been bad, other than the Goron mask. And nothing on the fire arrow. Whiz robe.
Nothing on the lava chest in the basement.
He's aware of Stumpy's existence. That's good. I couldn't imagine what else he'd be using the water and the bean for.
Yeah. It has to be something, because everyone just does the cheese anyway for the doggy breed strat chest.
Exactly.
But yeah, this is just one of the cases. It's just unfortunate. Volc just hit the right spots, and he's just got out of the really disgusting bottleneck. Because they wanted you to go straight to Graveyard, get your only logical bottle, get the bean off Madam, to get Hookshot. And when you think about it, you had to possibly reset again to get Goron Mask. But you wouldn't have been able to get Dagger at that point, but it's a possibility. But yeah, overall, this state's other game is actually just completely garbage.
Oh yeah,
no
really bad, really
like,
bad.
By Blitz settings, like this is just top tier trash.
It is pretty garbage, yeah. And Snowhead Temple ain't turning up much either. I don't think we've seen anything other than brown chests so far.
Yeah, we haven't seen anything at all. Like, there could very well just be nothing left up here in north, and which is something could be back in Sora Cave or the Kana Grotto. And this can get much worse once we find ice arrows, because Stone Talisman will be fully available.
Very true.
Oh, that's something. Game, stop with the ball taunting, please.
The worst bottle location ever, and now here's like 3 more. It's so great.
There's another big Yoda in there on the snowball. Volc's gonna have to burn here soon, actually. He's gonna time out before night. If he wants to still do Romani. And
Okay!
fire. Secret Shrine is open.
That's true! Secret Shrine in! Ice arrows and Secret Shrine, here it is.
Volc could also do Allotic Egos if he wants to now, actually. We have lights, we have fires, we have mirror shield.
Why would that be out of logic still?
No ice arrows.
Oh, right, yes.
You need ice arrows to do Upper Arcana.
Yep.
Like, this seat's like if Gary was hinted off, this seat would not be so bad, but the fact you're forced to do without any hints is just trash.
Another big chest.
Alright, container.
I mean, it's definitely not unwanted. I mean, we only have 5 hearts right now.
Yeah, that's the first heart container of the entire seed. Yeah, Spike's about to get his hookshot now and is not going to be happy. This is the last location for him. And what makes it even worse for Spike is that he could get bait into Akana Grotto and Cape just to try to find Kron. Clifford might not be on his mind. Yep, Spike's shaking his head on his webcam. He's not happy.
Definitely hard to be happy. Like last checking that pretty much.
Volc takes a fall in Snowhead, unfortunately. Barely missed a jump slash. Trying to do the cheese strat to skip raising the pillar. There we go, gets on the second try. We have an interesting different setup he does there. I haven't seen that setup before.
I wasn't really paying attention, but Spike's setting up Scarecrow song. I guess not super comfortable with the bomb long jumps. Or at least the second one.
Spike just reset the cycle because he doesn't have any bombs. Actually, no, he's still on holiday.
Yeah. He has bombs, and even if he didn't, there's some bombs on the... behind the... can't think of what that's called.
The laboratory.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is probably out of safety in case anything goes wrong. Alright, Volc is fine go right now. Yeah, he's got this.
A very clean goat quick kill.
Yeah, clean as you can ask for. Everyone right. Very clean. And that's our first kill finally at 1 hour 30 minutes.
Now the real question is, where do you go after this? You probably wrap up springtime, but then I feel like it's a toss-up. What? I feel like do you go shrine, or would you rather go?
I would just go shrine, 100%. Like, you gotta go that way anyways, and you're just an ISO away from Stone Tower Temple access, so you have no reason not to go east here.
True, true.
Like, going back to west is actually super weak right now. Because in Blitz saying you don't want to spin the Sword as human. Like, it's really bad to do.
Yeah, it definitely feels bad. Also, have we found our last foolish hint? Because Volc's not checking that gossip stone. Did we find it? Like,
No,
didn't realize?
yes, we did. We have
okay.
Laundry Pool, Great Bay Temple, Stone Tower.
Stone Tower, okay. Gotcha.
Yep, Spike shaking his head again at this Gorn location. Spike did say in the race time down he wanted some trash, and he's getting it.
Trash is what you want, trash is what you get.
Be careful what you wish for.
So true. And who knows, maybe there's still some hot garbage yet to come. Yeah, Volc's still not doing ranch. I guess I'm probably grabbing a powder keg actually. Never mind.
He's getting keg now, he's gonna go. So, with this equipment right now, we still have a Power Soldier's interior waiting here uncontestable. At this point, that has to be Ice Arrows, Captain's Hat, or something leading to them. Because Zoromask obviously can't be there, so Zoromask might just be strapped go mode here, depending on the sea layout.
That's very true, yeah. Depending on what our song is on... Like, we'll know whether it's... I guess... we'll just have to wait and see. But very likely. So that means Zora... If it was Ice Arrows, if we knew it was Ice Arrows, sea would be much easier. Yeah,
the sea would be over, because that means Zora will be locking 2 straight dungeons. This sea will only just get much worse possibly right now is if we're on a Captain's Hat Casino.
That would be pretty bad, yeah. If, like, we found Zora in Shrine, and then Ice Arrows were in PFI, and then Captain's Hat Casino. That would be pretty unfortunate, but I guess that's just how it goes sometimes.
Alright, Spike is gonna go Kana here. Interesting decision. He's not gonna opt to do Snow instead. Yeah, I understand this play. He probably knows at this point his opponent has no doubt done Snowhead. It's just in this case, it's kind of fortunate because he's gonna be late to Light Arrows. But if Lights don't lock anything in Shrine, he actually should be okay here.
I'm kind of confused why you don't just do Snowhead Temple. Maybe he thinks he's behind and is trying to like put it off.
My fault. That's what I'm thinking why he's doing this instead. He probably knows his opponent has finished Snowhead already. He's probably just banking on his opponent hasn't found anything there too significant.
I mean, yeah, Light Arrows were in Snowhead, so hopefully not putting that off too long.
Alright, we need that keg. New Wave Bossa Nova on Romani's game.
Alright, so that pretty much confirms it. Zora has to be below Upper Arcana, and Ice Arrows are in PFI.
Not necessary, actually. PFI can be Captain's Hat.
Oh, sorry, I thought you just said Bossa Nova was on.
Yeah, your New Wave is on Romani's game.
Oh yeah, then we have all our songs.
We don't... Oh yeah, that's right, yeah, true, yeah.
Yeah. So
All this remains. Don't need to do that dungeon. So yeah, we're done with songs. So
yep. So that means Zora is in Lower Arcana and Ice Arrows is in PFI.
not necessary. Actually, it can be Captain's Hat on the fact it's fucking ice arrows.
Okay, sure. Like I can't. I mean, it can't be for the song unless it's like healing for Macau or I get
Actually,
yeah.
no, it can't be Pamela. No, just see.
No,
It's
it can't
impossible.
be. Can't be Pamela. It could be for. I was gonna say Darmani. That would be a crazy circumstance if PFI was for Captain's Hat for healing. That would be kind of absurd. But I'd love to see the last minute jank.
Yeah, but yeah, no doubt with this layout, like all of the corner is dead by default. You don't need to worry about it.
Yep. So I feel like at this point, pretty likely that it's enshrined. I mean, the only thing we haven't seen is Zora Cape, the hookshot chests, and Shrine. And did I don't think he did. I don't think Spike did Shrine Grotto, did he?
No, he hasn't. I think he got the Allen left.
Oh, that's right. Volc never. This is Volc's first grave visit. Yes.
Yeah, if he knows the logic at this point, he's probably just be like, this is done when he's gonna see the bottle here. But yeah, there's not much else left for Zora can be, like, there's very little left. It can't be much deeper.
Nope. We're pretty much looking at either one of the two Zora Cape hookshot chests or Shrine. I think that's all we have left.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's all that's left. Like, this can only get a little bit more finicky is if, like, Captain's Hat is locking Zora instead.
I don't. I mean,
Well, it can.
maybe
the song,
it could be on like the song or the Bats chest, like maybe, but yeah, that could get weird. But at this point, it's like pretty well defined what most of the rest of the siege is going to be. Nah, it's going to be. We're going to have just for the last second jank. We're going to find a wallet. We're going to find. Letter to Mama. Then we got to go buy the cafe's mask. And there we go. Boom. There's Zora. Yep. But at this point, realistically, it's probably just most likely that Zora's going to be in Shrine, and that's going to be that. Spike checking Zoe Grotto, and then I assume gonna go back for Snowhead Temple. Finally decide to full clear it.
Yeah, to be fair, he did get going very late, so...
Yeah, exactly. Uh-oh, no bombs! Oh no! Oh no!
At this point, if I was in Spike position, I would just opt to skip it. Just hope it's nothing.
That's probably what's happening. Where is...
Volc?
Oh, Volc's going back for the bean chest!
Oh no, he's going back to finals, but...
Oh, that's awesome.
This is gonna be such a huge time sink for him.
The first time Volc came through here, he did not have a bottle nor hookshot to get the big gilded chest in the Bean Man Grotto.
Like, so no, like, this seat's far from over, let alone this race. This can easily swing at any point. Like, one thing I want to point out as well, we don't even have Great Fairy Sword, a sword grade, or Fierce Deity.
Ooh, that is a good shout. Kokiri Sword FD?
Yeah, Majora can decide this race.
Kokiri Sword Majora? That might be where we're looking at. And Arrow Twin Mold.
I mean,
Oh,
to
wait
be
a minute.
fair, like, everyone does it anyways, because you don't want to fight with Giant's Mask. It's horrible.
No, definitely not. Do we have either of them? Do we even have Giant's Mask?
Nope. Still missing.
I know it's like logical to do that, but obviously no one's gonna go out of their way to try to find one of those two.
Yep. It's your free time, Lost Volk.
Volk's probably super excited to see Bomber's notebook. Very silly.
Spike's gonna see that other ball just rub it in at how stupid this early logic was. Because to give everyone up to grass, this seat expected you to go to road to Southern Swamp, to do the tree with a free bow on the clock tower, to get your only accessible bomb bag, to get your only accessible bottle in the Graveyard Grotto, in order to get your get your bean off Madam, to get your hookshot off Stumpy, which locked a couple's mask in South Clocktown's straw roof chest, to get your Deku Mask, and to get to everything else in the seed, including Goro Mask.
One kind of... Oh wait, no, yeah, I was thinking, why is Volk checking that? That actually... it can't be Zora, so...
Yeah, it cannot be Sora in this case.
Yes, Zora has to be in... Zora cannot be in Upper Arcana. Because no Ice Heroes. The one main thing Spike could try to gamble on is once they see light arrows to skip the rest of the checks, but it would kind of have is a play they almost have to make. Try to catch up. Oh, this is Zora.
No, Sora great. Alright.
No Kokiri Sword Majora.
One way Spike could close this a little bit more is if he ignores Shrine entirely, hope nothing's there, and progressions in Cape.
That's very true. If Shrine leads to nothing, and Spike skips it, that's definitely one way you can get through this. I think, realistically though, that's about it, because other than just better execution at this point.
Nothing in the Diamond Post chest.
Nope. Listen, knowing my luck, it would be Wart, which I would fight last every time.
Literally everyone does that, so yeah. That's usually how it goes. I can still figure out a scenario like, I think it was mentioned earlier, like, PFI Interior Wolf could be like, Land of Marwa, and we just gotta find a wallet somewhere, just get you Man Run and Bar.
That would be pretty gross, but like, no matter what, everything has to be, and nothing can be in Upper Arcana, and nothing can be in Great Bay Temple either. So, it honestly wouldn't be that bad of a hunt. Like, it would add like Pirate's Fortress, Pinnacle Rock, and like just the rest of the West, really, like Zora Hall, Zora Cape.
Big Gilded Chest on Wizrobe.
Hey,
there it is. All right,
Zora.
that is no mode. We just need to see what's in Pirate's Fortress Interior. Yep, Bulk is just leaving.
That's definitely the right play at this point. Just get out of there. Go check PFI. If it's Ice Arrows, you're in go. I don't even know what I want to talk about in the interview, other than like just this logic for this bottle.
Yeah, this early game sums up this whole scene. Everything else after that, it's not been bad at all. It was just that first hour.
Yeah, the rest of it was literally like, after you got hookshot, it was Great Bay Coast Wath for Goron, and then just rushing Snowhead Temple for light arrows, and then going to Shrine for Zoromesk. And then as long as this seed isn't rude, and ice arrows are just in PFI, we'll be fine.
Volc is still gonna check exterior in case. You never know. Might want to look for Fierce Stadium on the off chance.
That's true. I love high rolling for Fierce Deity, especially when like Great Bay Temple is my last temple. I will open every big gilded chest that I see.
I'll be frank, I kind of have my heart sank when I see Fierce Deity these days. I prefer to fight Majora without Fierce Deity because it gets so boring after a while. I like to go for more insane strategies like doing 20 frame perfect punches in a row on last phase.
Okay, calm down. Now you're speaking some nonsense.
Yep.
Spike getting the light arrows. Finally.
Spike needs to end a little bit more left here.
Yeah, but see what I'm saying with the I guess Zora wasn't last location, so having the Great Bay Temple Foolish wasn't like extremely unwanted. But I guess Ice Arrow Go mode is about as Great Bay Temple locking as you can get other than Zora.
Nothing in the first two chests interior. Seals on the beehive here. Alright, there is a big gear on a chest guarded by a hive of bees.
Alright, I'm hoping for a wallet on this one. Here we go. Definitely not just gonna be ice arrows right here. Alright.
And there they are. Alright, that is go mode for Volc at 1 hour and 31 minutes with 2 dungeons to go. No Captain's Hat trolling today. So the mirror ship we got as well from Road to Southern Swamp is also completely useless.
Yep. So Road to Southern Swamp was pretty much double waff for Bomb Bag and Powder Keg. Because bombs were hard locking Graveyard Grotto.
Yeah. This is now Volc's race to lose. Has quite significant lead. We really decided the fact that Volc was able to just get to the hookshot way faster, and that just opened up so much for him. And the fact he went for Bay Coast pretty quick afterwards, just to get that Goron.
Yeah, the stump chest was the first chest that that Volc checked before going, that is the first check they checked after getting a bottle, which just so happened to be hookshot. So, very, very good for Volc.
Yeah, if all goes well, this is just gonna be a sub 2 seed easily.
I mean, probably, yeah. I mean, I think personally, I don't know if my execution's there to easily sub 2 this necessarily. Like, because if you imagine it's the entirety of Great Bay Temple, which probably takes like 15 minutes, maybe like 13 when you're good, and then you have the Stone Tower climb, and then arrows on, like, arrow twin mold, unless we're really lucky and find FD somewhere, and then you have to fight Majora with a Razor Sword, so it's a race against sub 2 at this point, I feel like.
At some point as well, Bulk needs to forward time to the final day.
Probably we'll do that after beating Great Bay Temple. I have to imagine that the Stone Tower climb plus ISTT ISTT go mode is probably just about 6 minutes.
Yeah, it's not that long at all. Although if you forward in straight up an IST, it won't kill enough time. I think you probably want to do it I think I'll probably do it around after killing Yorg. While you're still in the boss room, so you can just do it faster.
Ooh, that's true. That's a good point,
Because even while time is frozen in the boss rooms after they're defeated, you can still forward time.
Do all your double times in the dungeons so you don't have to wait for that silly cutscene. Even with this seed being as bad as it was still better than than the other seed I happened to commentate. I guess one thing which is really nice for Volc is they still have Chateau Romani enabled. So, you know, no magic hardships, especially when fighting Twin Mold. Not gonna need to worry about that.
It's definitely a feels bad moment when you find Twin Mold and everything just goes wrong and you end up moon crashing because of it. I have seen that before. People were just so committed to trying to finish off Twin Mold, they moon crashed on it. I only had that one time.
That sounds really bad, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Stone Tower Foolish doing no one any good.
But yeah, not helping at all. Like, even if Spike goes straight to Shrine after this, he's still going to be about half a Shrine and half a TBG behind. Let's alone he has to get the Pirate's Fortress just to get the Ice Arrows.
Yeah. It is definitely Volc's race to lose at this point.
Yeah, at this point, like, we totally might not even see FD. It's very well just keep being deep in Stone Tower Temple where we're just not going to see it because we have no reason to search the place.
Exactly. No reason to go looking for it, really. My search for FD would stop pretty much almost immediately once I beat GBT. I mean, like I said, I like to... If I see a big gilded in GBT, I'll go for it, but otherwise, you know, I'm not going out of my way for anything.
Yeah, Bulk's not even checking the chest, he's just going straight for it.
Very reasonable.
Probably just confident in his skills, because like, FD Majora, if it goes well, it's not too much slower than FD. It just really depends how it goes in your execution.
Very true, yeah. I think the worst Majora can get in Blitz is that whenever you have a Georg start and then you don't find Zora Mask, then it gets a little dicey.
Add on top of that with no Mirror Shield, but you're in for a bad time with Phase 1 because you're at complete mercy of Majora in Phase 2 of Phase 1 because of the laser attack.
Luckily, in this example, you know, we got Zora, which is the main thing you want to see for Phase 1 without FD. Uh-oh. Spike is soaring out of Shrine Grotto.
Oh no. Yeah, this is a gamble. I don't blame him at all. This is completely reasonable on his hand. It's just in this case, it's not going to work out.
This is the scenario we were talking about earlier. They would have to skip Shrine and hope it's in Cape. But after, like, swimming to Shrine Grotto, you'd think at that point you might as well just do it.
Yeah, at this point, he's probably not going to go back until it's his only option.
I mean, I don't even know what his other options are other than Cape and Shrine Grotto, or Shrine. So... who knows, maybe this is where FD is. It's about the best you can hope for at this point. Oh?
Somebody killed it. Oh no. Of course, as soon as we're in go mode, all the bait shows up.
That is not what you want to see from Spike's side. The other chest is big too, though, so... do they not know you can just hookshot it from down below? You don't have to do this big circle, but... oh, lens! Oh my god!
Of course, of course.
Oh.
Absolute bait.
That's actually awful. And they're definitely gonna waste their time with that rather than just checking Shrine at this point. They're already committed.
Watch one of these big captains hand and gets bait even harder.
Well, I think he already has all the songs. So, I guess if he checks it for healing, maybe, but... Volc fighting Georg, having a very clean phase 1. I am so bad at fighting Georg. I do not understand it.
It's definitely the hardest fight in the game to execute, on average. So I don't fault you. There's a lot
I'm not
to know about this fight, how it works.
Volc performing flawlessly on the Georg fight.
Freakly.
Yeah, actually, I would say they're definitely on pace for a sub 2. Yeah.
Yeah, if I were them, you definitely probably want to go Final Night now.
Almost certainly, yeah.
Because he Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I guess... so, is time stopped when you're fighting the bosses?
No.
Did you mention that earlier?
During the period they're defeated and you haven't touched the blue warp.
Okay. So I was gonna say, I guess it depends on how confident you are in Arrow Twin Mold. But definitely gonna want to do that sooner rather than later. You can always invert time if need be.
You definitely want to go now to Final Night here.
Picking up the ferry for safety. Definitely can't fault that.
Yep, unfortunately though, Spike is checking all the bait. He's gonna do Shiro.
Really unfortunate for Spike that both of those were some really big bait items.
It had Bulk on there instead, this he could have taken a completely different direction.
Exactly, but Shrine is definitely the much more natural play.
Money.
$50. They could go do Smithy 1. Maybe finally going back to Shrine now. Yep, looks like it.
Yeah, this is Shrine. This is gonna be close to your last location as well, pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, I guess they have, at this point, Mountain Smithy 1 and then Shrine.
Yeah, they don't have anything else.
Yeah. Unfortunately for Spike. I mean, that's just... I guess that's just how it went whenever you decide to follow the logic like a sane human being, and then get a bottle anyways, and then last check all the bottle locations for your hookshot.
Yeah, it really depends, I think, on the check as well, because I think what really just broke was the fact Volc just did Stumpy anyways out of logic, because it was just on the way.
That's true, yeah, it was just on the way.
Yeah, instead of just completely ignoring it.
Volc's still not double timing to Night 3. I assume their plan is to just do it whenever they get into inverted stun tower now at this point.
Yeah, probably. It's probably their plan.
Anything you plan on asking in the interview? Anything come to mind?
I'm not sure. I think I'm only gonna really ask like why did he put up Stumpy for so long? That's all I can think of.
I guess we don't necessarily know if they're coming in for an interview or not, but
yeah, that's true. Because Spy has an event going on currently that's running the entire month, so he's gotta go do that afterwards. But we'll see what happens once the run is finished.
It's also pretty like if I was in Spike's position, I'd be like looking at they did Wart first. Oh jeez, but I know if I was in Spike's position, I'd be keeping a close eye on if my opponent's finished yet, and probably just DNF. Yeah. Whenever they get there.
I'm really shocked Spike's doing Ward here for a second fight.
Yeah, that is definitely interesting. They're probably just thinking like worst case scenario and just trying to save as much time as possible, hoping it's like on Wart and that Volc save Wart for last, but not in this case.
Alright, Volc is double timing now. Why a nice T to the final night.
Most likely is gonna have to wait some amount of time after they beat Twin Mold, unless their Twin Mold fight just does not go as planned. Garo Master before Wart makes a lot of sense. I mean, like, Wart as your second fight doesn't make a whole lot of sense, I feel like most of the time. Yeah, that's what I think, Tim. It's really just doing the thing the opponent would do last and hoping that it's that.
Okay, I can see what Volc's doing here. Nice first try with the camera strat. Getting that bomb jump.
Ooh, this is something I haven't seen.
Yeah, you can jump on the statue here while it's flipped.
That is cool. Usually I just run off the cliff and then just go back to the start, but it feels definitely faster.
Alright, this last postal check by FD, and it's nothing.
Unless it's just on Twin Mold.
Yeah. We're probably not seeing it today, so we're gonna have to see solo Majora strats.
Yep. Definitely can't imagine we'll be seeing Twin Mold. Or we'll be seeing Fierce Deity.
Volc does have a fairy, so he's completely fine here.
Yep. And Spike probably about to be really upset at this Zora Mask location. I can't imagine Spike's feeling great about this seed, or this match in general.
Yeah, the seed overall was just awful, especially this late in the Swiss. Especially with this being a lucky decider who gets to move on to brackets. Because for those unaware, both our runners are 2 wins and 2 losers. If you get 3 losers, you're pretty much out of the running to make it to brackets.
Yep, pretty much how the math plays out with 34 people in 6 rounds. You have to have at least 4 wins to make it into the brackets, anything above 4 wins and you're guaranteed. Even if you have 4 wins, you might not even make it into the bracket. So 4 win is definitely the cutoff point. So if you ever go 3 losses, you will not be making it to the brackets. So these last couple matches, especially for them, are make or break. And unfortunately, I think it's going to be the win for Volc. Looking like it.
That arrow went right through the tail. Game, please.
This always feels so awkwardly inconsistent.
It's very
Whenever-
jank because the actual hitbox of the tails are actually a solid spear hitbox. They're not like rectangular square.
Hmm.
And there's like a small gap between the tail and the actual body hitbox. The arrows can just phase through.
I think the worst thing that could happen for Volc is running out of arrows.
He's fine. He's got 28.
Yeah, 28 arrows. I can't imagine you run out of arrows. But there's one down.
There we go. That's the last dungeon for Volc.
Probably gonna have to wait some time before Majora, and then it's just a normal Majora fight from there.
Yeah, he's currently past 10 PM, so he doesn't have to wait too long. Yeah, they're Fierce Deity on Twitter mode, so we're not seeing that today.
Nope. It's getting a final heal up from the heart piece.
Spike about to get his ice arrows on the hookshot chest, and is still probably gonna be disappointed.
About 2 minutes to wait on
Yeah.
Volc's end.
Yeah, he has to wait. Yeah, he has to wait about 90 seconds actually, because for those that don't know how the time mechanic works in Majora's Mask, each hour lasts 45 seconds in real time, and while over it's about 2.5 minutes. So he has to wait about right now about 65 seconds here or so.
So what is the point of waiting in East Clocktown instead of outside the door?
Completely skips the door animation. I think if done optionally, it saves a few frames, but it's not like that by that much. Because it reloads the area, so the clock tower just goes straight into an open state.
Oh, okay. That's what I assumed. It's just making sure. Alright. Both runners have denied an interview, so we won't be hearing from either of them today. Pretty reasonable with how this seed has gone.
Yeah, I don't blame them, especially after kind of a mess like this, especially early game. Forward is not too happy.
Just kind of want to be done with it. I totally get
Yep.
that feeling. Gotcha, Dodo. So it might not be faster anymore to wait in East Clocktown. But...
Oh no, Spike got screwed over by the day transition, so the LG stackers are despawned. He has to do the climb here again.
That is very annoying. I feel like this is the worst place to get screwed over by day transitions. The other feels bad with day transitions is when you're doing dolphin dives with Zora and it catches you out of the water and then it puts you back.
Yeah, that's any time you're in water. I think the worst time I ever had something happen was I tried to do Hugo in the standard tournament seed, and there was like one or few frames. The day changed and they did not get the Hugo check. It wasn't anything at least, but it was funny.
For Spike, oh no! He got hit by the rock! Oh no.
Spike is having a really bad time here in Stone Tower. He's down to 1 heart.
At least his spawn point is there instead of...
It won't if he
bottom of
dies
Stone
though.
Tower.
That's different.
Yeah. Oh, okay, but that had to... Was that intentional? I don't... Oh wait, he had to go back down because it despawned again. Oh no.
Oh my god, that beam was gonna kill him.
Volc is not having a great fight either. Trying to deal with these guys. I guess did not get the stun lock in the first phase with Zora.
I think what happened was he went for the masks immediately. He just wanted to get rid of them.
That's reasonable, yeah. Especially when you're doing it at LFD. I can see that. I can feel that.
Spike died.
This is not Spike's race.
This is the most roughest stone tower I have ever seen out anybody. I feel so bad for Spike.
I do too. I mean, like, you can't be feeling good at a time like this. It's really hard to be, I feel like, optimistic when you're Spike right now. I know I would just be, like, over it. I would just be waiting for my opponent to finish. But that's just me, I guess. Spike taking another minor fall. Trying to jump the gap as Deku. And Volc making quick work of second phase Majora. Oh. Almost.
Not when hitboxes screw you over like that.
Nope. It is really nice that you could just place a bomb in the center of the room and just knock down Majora from wherever.
Alright, last phase. Should be non-issue, especially if he knows the stun lock.
Very true. The stun lock is very nice to know. For these exact scenarios. And just to remember how we got here, we had, you know, a fairly normal early game until the fact that we had a last logical check for a bottle in Graveyard Grotto for hookshot on the stump. It was, other than that, you know, pretty standard.
Volc's having a lot of trouble getting the stun lock. He's a little bit too far away. No, he wasn't too slow. He's just too far away from the leg.
One, slowly but surely. Uh-oh.
Yeah, this is bad. Once Majora gets low enough, he starts throwing out the grab attack. And then eventually starts throwing out the blades.
I've definitely got chain grabbed attacked into dying before, and like, that is
It's the
worst feeling. There we go. That is time for Volc.
Yep, that will do it. Volc finishes with a time of 1 hour, 58 minutes, and 25 seconds in the Race Site GG channel. And Spike has submitted a did not finish forfeit, so...
Extremely reasonable from Spike.
Yeah, I don't blame him.
I don't either.
And yeah, both runners have declined interviews, so we will not be hearing from them today. We don't blame them. This was a pretty rough seed early on.
We do have the brackets for next seed, though, I think. Oh, wait, never mind. Sorry. Wait. Hold on. We do have the brackets for the final round of Swiss pairings. Who are our runners going to face in the finals round? Let's see.
Yeah, this was a good race regardless. Both our runners going through this absolute mess of the seed. As a reminder, for our runners for putting on such an amazing show today, going through this absolute mess of a seed early on, and despite all the mishaps,
we have Volc will go on to face the other section. And funnily enough, Spike will be going on to play me in the final round. So...
Spike versus Tony, yep.
Funny enough. But, yeah, it was a good race. Unfortunate on Spike's end for a lot of this seed. But that's just how it goes.
Yeah, I don't have much else to say aside from that early game was just absolute garbage in terms of logic.
Completely agree. I don't really have much else to say either. Thanks for commentating with me, though. A lot of fun.
And thanks again for our Restream Baseball for putting this together. Again, a Restream for our runners here. Again, follow them as well. Our runners are fantastic Restream, and also us, me that lost it, and Tony putting here for commentating today, as well as our trackers, Baseball and Exeter Reman, tracking for our runners today. So big thanks to them, and yeah, we can have Baseball take it over from here.
Awesome. All right. Thank you everyone so much for putting on this restream today. Also thanks to Celestial Panda for both rolling the seed and for setting up the restream for me today. Really appreciate them a lot. All right. So that does it for this restream. Thanks all of you for watching. We'll have another restream sometime next week for Swiss Round 6, so stay tuned for that. And in the meantime, we're going to go ahead and raid over to Jess, who's doing some Majora's Mask, 100% no major glitches, speedruns. So that should be fun. And I hope you enjoy that, and I hope that we see you next time for the next MMR race. Thanks, everyone.